So the scholar then the scholar, his face became very pale. Parashar said, "You cannot tell this answer also. I have handful of grains of sand. The sand is only handful. That's it." Wow. So when this person saw the innocence, childlike innocence of Parashar, he got down from his elephant. He fell at his feet, accepted him as a guru. He told him, "Pride is deadly. It's dangerous. What is it we are proud of? Everything will be taken away from you very soon from this. When you leave this world, we shouldn't be proud." Real ornament of the human life is humility, humbleness. So the scholar got down from his elephant and fell at his feet, accepted Parashar as the disciple. Ramanujacharya also had another disciple, Banim Anantacharya. Anandacharya, one day Ramanujacharya made an announcement. He acquired the temple in Tirupati and he went back to Srirangam. So before that, Tirupati, Balaji, Shaivites would think this is Lord Shiva. Vaishnavas would think it is the Lord Vishnu, Balaji. So there was a big argument. Ramanujacharya said, "We cannot solve this argument. Let us pray. Let us put, you put your ornaments, I'll put my ornament. Whatever Balaji would pick up, we'll consider, if he picks up Lord Shiva's Damru, Trishul, we'll understand it is Shiva. But if he picks up Shankh Chakra Gada Padma, then it is Balaji, Vishnu." They all agreed. Shaivites came and put Damru and Trishul, and Ramanujacharya put conch and disc and lotus and conch and disc he put it, lotus and club, 4. They all prayed intensely. So the next day morning they went and opened the door. The Trishul and Damru were there at the entrance. But the conch, disc, club and lotus, Balaji was holding. That's when they understood this is Vishnu but not Shiva. And Shaivites gave the temple to Ramanujacharya and left. So somebody needs to maintain this temple, right? Ramanujacharya went back to Srirangam and told Ramanujacharya used to have 700 sannyas disciples and so many grahasthas. I asked them, "I want to develop Tirupati. How many of you are willing to go to Tirupati and develop that place?" I don't know how many of you know. Tirupati is the richest temple. Large crowds. The temple that attracts large number of crowds in the world. One event it is Mecca, but on daily basis it is actually Balaji. Every day 80,000 people. Everyone is listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, nobody was willing to leave Srirangam because who leave the association of Ramanuja? Not like today, you'll take a flight in the morning, 8 o'clock Tirupati, 9 o'clock you'll be in Srirangam. Once you leave, you'll never come back. You may never see Ramanuja also. Or you may see him one time in lifetime. How can you leave the association? Nobody got up. Seeing that, Anantacharya got up. And he told, "Guru Maharaj, my life is for you. I will go. So pleasing you is the goal of my life." So he left Srirangam, came all the way to Balaji Tirupati. Not Tirupati, Tirumala, the top of the temple. And he has a wonderful interaction between Balaji and Anandacharya. If you want, I can tell the story. Otherwise, we'll go forward because what I have planned is something else. You know?
That pastime will be wonderful, Prabhu. That pastime will be wonderful, that interaction.
Yeah, pastime is wonderful. So you want me to say, or should I go forward?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We'll go forward, right?
Please tell the story. No, Prabhuji. Please tell the story, Prabhuji.
So he came. Tirupati hardly nobody would stay there actually, except 2-3 people. Because if you see, Muslims could attack all the temples, but Tirupati, the Tirumala remained unaffected because it was very difficult to reach that place. 7 hills you have to cross, Anantasesh. So very probably 2-3 people would stay. And Balaji means only one room, not like today. So then Anantacharya, Ramanacharya said, Tirupati is a Pushpa Mantapa. Krishna, Vrindavan is playground. He'll come to Jagannathpur and eat, take his lunch. And he will enjoy, he'll have enjoyment in, with his concerts, with all the flowers, with his concerts in Tirupati. And he'll sleep in Srirangam. So Lord should be decorated with the nice garlands. So you guys go and develop gardens, develop flowers, and decorate Balaji with the nice garlands. Anandacharya came with his wife. And what they did, this is Tirumala, right? To grow flowers, you need to have gardens. Garden means you need to have the land flat. You cannot make garden on mountains, right? So, with the view to develop gardens, Anantacharya started making the land flat. To make so he would dig. And his wife had to collect all the rubble and throw in the distance way. That way, he can make the land flat. Anantacharya wife, she became pregnant very soon. But Anantacharya was very strict in the service of Balaji. So he would dig daytime like hot sun, and his wife had to carry that all the dirt and rubble, and she would throw in the distance place. That's how he was making the land flat. Balaji saw that. He became very compassionate. Wow, nobody's there just to please me. Please, Guru. They left everything and came here. Morning to evening they take. And morning to evening they take. There is nobody else. And so sad. Only wife and husband. One day he assumed the form of a baby boy. 7-8-year-old boy. A 10-year-old boy. Sir, you are very fortunate. You have this service. Give me some service also. Anandacharya said, look, we came all the way to Tirupati for service. And you are trying to steal service from us? No. Go away. You do something else. Now don't disturb us. The boy would come every day and ask for service. And Anantacharya would reject him. You're all listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Please mute. So one day, what he did, He went to his wife. He said, Mataji, you're pregnant. You're struggling like anything. She said, don't worry, I'm okay. I love to assist my husband. She said, look, your husband is sweating like anything. So why don't we do this? We both together help your husband. When he used husband name, she became a little soft. She said, what should we do? You carry that dirt, she would carry the dirt in the bucket, putting on the head. You carry it up to half a distance. You give it to me, and I'll throw it. And I'll give you the bucket, and you go and give it to your husband. That way, we can finish the job fast. She agreed. So Anandacharya would fill the bucket, and she would carry up to some distance, and this boy would take and throw it and bring the bucket back, and she would take the empty bucket. So when she came back, Anandacharya got the doubt. Because the boy is not coming, right? He asked his wife. She carried and she came back. How is that you're coming back so fast? Is anyone helping you? So she never lied to her husband. So tell me honestly. She was silent, but he persisted. She said yes. Who? That boy. Anandacharya knew, he knew very well who that boy was. Right? He said, don't worry. You don't carry the dirt, I'll carry the dirt. This time. So he dug and he put the bucket on his head.
I think Prabhuji dropped off.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
I didn't realize I was locked out. So up to what point you heard?
Prabhu, he said, I'll carry the dust now because she came very quickly. So he said, okay, I will take care of it now.
Hare Krishna. I finished the story also. Anyway,
Oh, Krishna.
I actually know. So what happened? Nobody called me actually. Anyway, no problem. So he requested Mataji. Mataji agreed because he told, you're pregnant, right? Your husband is sweating like anything. If we work together, your husband work will become less. She agreed because the moment he used the word husband, she became soft because she saw her husband was working so hard. So what is that? So Anantacharya would dig the dirt with a spade and he would put it on the head and he would collect the dirt in a basket. He would put it on his wife's head and she would go up some distance and the boy would take it up from her and little further and he would throw the dirt. She did like that 2-3 times. Anandacharya got doubt.
Prabhuji, we can't hear you.
Yeah, so Anandacharya got the doubt and he said, is someone helping you? She was silent. She never lied to her husband. Tell me truth. Is someone helping you carry the dirt? She said, yes. Who? Is that boy? That boy? She said, yes. Oh, okay. Anandacharya became angry. This boy is taking our service. We came all the way leaving Guru Maharaj. We came all the way to Srirangam. All the way to Tirupati from Srirangam just to do service. And this boy is stealing like a thief, stealing our service. He told his wife, you don't go. I'll go. So this time he went. The boy, not knowing that Anandacharya was coming, he was hiding. So he came out. When he came out, it is not the Mataji, Anandacharya. Anandacharya became angry. I told you not to take service from us. So he started chasing the boy. The boy started running. So wherever the boy ran, Anandacharya chased him. So finally the boy, he had no other choice. So he ran into the temple. Temple means just one room. And he closed the door. Sorry. So Anandacharya was chasing him. So Anandacharya became so angry that this boy was stealing his service. He threw the spade on the boy. The boy was turning his head and running. The spade came and scraped his chin. And the boy started bleeding. The boy entered the temple and he closed the door. So Anandacharya thought, wow, now you entered the temple, where will you go? I'll beat you up. You are taking my service. See, that much he was attached to service. So he pushed open the door. The top door opened. In the temple, nobody was there. Only Balaji deity was there. But the deity was bleeding at the chin. Blood was coming. Then he understood. Who is that boy trying to come and who is that boy coming and trying to help every day?
Balaji.
Balaji. Wow, Anandacharya said, my lord, I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't realize it was you. was coming and helping. I'm sorry. Balaji said, you're working so hard. I really want to help. You're working hard for myself, for my sake. But you didn't even give me service. Sorry, my lord, please forgive me. And what he did to stop the bleeding, he applied karpur. Karpur? Naphthalene. Karpur, right?
Camphor.
Camphor. Yeah. Camphor. I mean, chemical name is actually naphthalene. He applied camphor to stop the bleeding, and immediately bleeding stopped. So you guys, if you are there, before internet, see the Balaji picture. At the chin, there will be camphor. Even today, they apply camphor at the chin to, to signify that event that happened 1,000 years ago. That sweet loving exchange between Balaji and Krishna and his devotee Anantacharya. Haribol.
Haribol.
So Anantacharya eventually became an acharya in Tirupati, and Parashar became the acharya in Srirangam. One day, one disciple came to Parashar and said, Guru Maharaj, what is a Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? So, actually, no, he said, who is a devotee? Devotee means, Parashar said, this answer to this question, there is an acharya in Tirupati, he'll answer you better. Please go there. So this disciple of Parashar came all the way from Srirangam. He climbed Tirupati, that mountains, Anantasesh, and came to Tirumala and met Anantacharya. Asked, who is a devotee? Anantacharya said, I'll tell you. And he stayed there. He continued doing service. Stay in the Brahmacharya ashram and do service. And do service. So he started doing service. And Anantacharya never called him and never answered him to his question, who is a devotee? Anyway, you all know the word Vaishnavism, right? Who is a Vaishnava? One day a big festival came. This Prabhu would serve very sincerely. He would do his service. So one day festival came. So many pilgrims from other part, from here and there, from the grounds, they climbed the hill and came. And the festival was over, prasad in time. This disciple sat in the first row to take prasad. Anantacharya said, no, you don't eat, you serve. So many people are there, so you serve. This boy got up and this disciple of Parashar started serving. So first batch is over, second batch is over, third batch, fourth batch, fifth batch. Evening, late night, early night. Finally, after some time, in the early night, everyone was done. This Prabhu liked service. He started doing service. When everyone was done, Parash, Anantacharya told him, eat, you take prasad. Then this Prabhu ate. Then he said, what is the question he asked me 6 months ago? Who is a
Who's-
Vaishnava?
Yeah.
He said, Vaishnava means a rooster. Rooster means hen. I mean, another word for hen is cock. A crane, salt, and you. Vaishnava means a crane, cock, salt, and you. He said that and he left. Devotee means crane. Devotee means salt. Devotee means, you. He didn't understand. I waited here only 6 months just to learn this. No. But anyway, those days rules were very strict. He came all the way back home to Srirangam. He said, so he went to Guru Maharaj. You got the answer? Yes. But I didn't understand. What did he tell you? Vaishnava means a crane, a cock, and salt, and you. So Parashar said, I'll explain to you. Cock means or hen or chicken. What the cock does, I don't know how many of you have seen. So I grew up in villages, that's why I knew. I grew up in a village in my childhood. Cock will go to the trash and the garbage. Cock starts looking for grains. And a cock will pick up only those grains and eat it, leaving the garbage. Sara Grahi takes the essence. Crane stands in meditation. Hours and hours and hours. Small fish will be going. Crane doesn't care. Suddenly big fish comes. Crane picks up that big fish and feasts on that. Moral is, the metal things are very tiny and puny. There is no pleasure in the metal things. In fact, metal things, they'll give you 5 cents happiness and a $500 suffering. Tiny happiness and give a lot of suffering. But the real goal is spiritual life. Real goal is to cleanse the heart and awaken the love of God that is within. So devotee is very intelligent. He doesn't waste the time. Yanisha sarvabhutanam pasyam jagrati samyami tasyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashyato muni. Whatever is night for materialists is a daytime for a spiritualist. Whatever is night for spiritualist is a daytime for materialist. This sloka from Bhagavad Gita is not about day and time. This sloka is about whatever materialists love to experience, love to enjoy. We hate it. It is nothing but dead matter. We don't take pleasure in that. But we take pleasure in service to Krishna, service to devotees. Materialists, they hate that because they cannot focus. They don't have faith. They don't have faith in Krishna. They don't have faith in deity. And devotee means salt. What is salt? First of all, salt is not there. The dish, there won't be any taste in the dish. Without salt, there is no taste or value to the dish. So, and but salt, when you apply in the dish, salt will dissolve. You don't see the separate existence of salt in the entire dish. When the dish is tasty, nobody glorifies the salt. That's what salt wants. If you consider a dish as Krishna, salt as a devotee, and other ingredients, devotee mixes with other devotees, together work very hard with an intention to give joy to Krishna. You agree or not? When the dish is very tasty, nobody says salt is tasty, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Absolutely, Prabhuji.
So, salt doesn't show its existence. Salt always mixes with the ingredients of the dish and brings immense taste to the dish. We should all be like that for Srila Prabhupada. Rather than working Meratara. Talking to myself. We should work for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. By coming together very well. End of the day, our presence in this world is temporary anyway. So when we do service, we don't want anyone to know we did it. That should be the ideally that should be the mood. You're listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What a lesson from the salt. Huh? Salt mixes with all the ingredients. We should mix with all the devotees. Salt mixes with the sabji, salt mixes with the ingredients of the sabji and all the different spices. Wow. In fact, salt has to spread everywhere. Not in one place. And he said, Vaishnava means you. So many pilgrims came. You start serving the first batch, second batch, third batch, fourth batch, fifth batch, sixth batch. you find taste in service. A person who finds taste in service, he is a Vaishnava, he is a devotee. And Parashar said, Anantacharya would have told you these things, but he wanted me to learn too. He wanted me to give the purport. He wanted me to learn too. That is, what is that? That is Parashar's, that is Parashar humility. Anantacharya wanted the Guru to give the explanation so that he would, the disciple would understand perfectly. Well, amazing, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, so beautiful.
So we should
Yes,
try to become like, we should not find taste for the material enjoyment. Like cock, always collect the jewels. Collect the jewels and find taste only in spiritual life. And like crane, we should not look for. Can you please mute? Like crane, we should not look for puny, tiny things and find happiness in them. We should find happiness only in service attitude, chanting the holy name, discussion of scriptures. Then, that analogy of a crane will apply. And salt, we should work for Prabhupada's pleasure with everyone. I'm talking to myself actually. At the end, you means we should find happiness in service alone. A person who is very strong in 4 things, what I said, 4, 5, 6. You will not, Krishna will definitely take good care of you. At least Krishna will protect you. Thank you very much, and I want to end it here. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sure. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhuji. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Amen. Thank you, Haribol. Amen.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
I'm ending the chat. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Gary was on call.